Hey guys, this is kind of creepy. I'm Jason Emmett.
And I'm Twisted Kid Matt.
All right, so this is not the show proper. We're going to do some of these little one-offs, and hopefully you've been following our shorts. The show proper is going to launch on October 31st. 2 weeks before that, we have an introductory episode that's a little fun. Hopefully you guys join us for that, where you just get to know us. But we are going to do these ones here and there, especially when a clip like this comes up, because this clip has been everywhere. This clip has been so popular, they talked about it on TMZ. Matt and I have both watched the clip, but we have not discussed it with each other. So this is the Oklahoma Bigfoot. This took place recently in Lawton, Oklahoma. I don't know where that's at. You know, I'm not an Oklahoma guy.
I'm guessing probably Oklahoma, rural.
Yeah, probably somewhere there.
Yeah.
From what we gather, from what we understand, guy's walking in the woods, stumbles across what he thinks is a Sasquatch, starts recording. Not a very long video, because he gets, he gets a little bit of a fright. Let's go ahead and play the video, and we'll talk about it. We see it. It's like playing with something, like a leaf or something. You see that? It's like and it sees him, and he runs.
Yeah.
That's pretty much, that is the video. We will tighten in a little bit on the face at the end. Yeah. See, it's just chilling. Yeah. It's having a nice day.
Out.
Such a perfect, it's just chilling out there, man. That's okay.
It's like, just listening to Lovely Day and its headphones out in the woods, just chilling out there.
There's a little close up of the face. Yeah. So let's get thoughts on this first. Yeah. Matt, I'll get what are your thoughts on the you'd watched this before we even talked about it, before we even knew. What were your thoughts initially when you first saw it?
Couple thoughts. If this is fake, it's a good fake. If it's real, holy crap, this is the clearest footage I think we've ever seen of a Bigfoot.
So I want to touch on that really quick, because what we get is every time somebody films Bigfoot, everybody throws a fit and says, why can't we ever get a clear shot? And then when we get clear shots, people are like, it's way too clear. This can't be real. So it's like, which is it? Which is it? Is it real? Is it not real? So that's first. And this is even grainier than the original footage.
Yeah.
Because this is footage of footage. So, if you're filming on your iPhone and you're as close as this guy, or an Android, some of those things super zoom, and you're as close as this guy looks to be, you'd think it'd be pretty clear.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Like, I have a couple of questions for the guy that filmed this. One, how far away were you? Because if you're that close, you get its attention.
One of the things that's really nice about this video is he's by a tree. There's a tree in between him, and it's against the tree. So you get a size kind of reference from the trees, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's too super far.
Yeah. Now, some of the criticisms that I have of this. I'm not saying it's fake. I'm not saying it's real. I'm saying I want to know more, right? One, like the thing is, it's hard to determine height when something is sitting down.
Sure. Looks pretty big though, because it looks like
it does look pretty big.
Hold up.
Whatever it's eating, we could also get a little bit of a size comparison if we know what it is that it's eating. But it also looks like it has the roots to the plant, whatever, in its hand, if you see that too. Another one of the criticisms I've heard is it kind of turns like this, like Batman 89 with the weird stiff neck.
I don't feel like that, but sure.
Honestly, like, why
I
would
feel like it leans forward, kind of like any of us would if we were
like what's going on over there?
You're laying in bed and somebody walks into the room and you kind of go, what the hell? So he kind of leans forward, like in the shrug forward and kind of reaching forward to the knees.
Yeah, the movement of it looks very convincing.
To me too. I think it feels.
Now, if we saw a little bit of facial movement, that's another one of the criticisms I have. Is it's just kind of,
and I'm wondering if we had
see like a little bit of eyebrow arch kind of happening.
If we had the original and we could zoom in a little tighter, would we be able to see some movement? Like, is it eating? Like you said, like a couple of things. It's very like if this is fake, they took that costume out there and made it look scraggly and dirty. And to make it look pretty real. There's also variations in the coloring, which means
like
again
normally with like a fur type suit, it's all one color.
If it's a fake suit, they paid a lot of money.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they paid a lot of money for a fake suit. This is a fake
one
suit.
of the other things that I will say in support of this. They kind of, we know where it was filmed.
Yeah.
Not only Oklahoma, but the city and kind of like a general area, which is apparently 4.5 hours away from where I live, for the record. I pulled up where it is on a map, trying to see like a nearby recognizable. There's a pumpkin center in Oklahoma. It's near Geronimo, Oklahoma, little north of there. I'm admittedly not super familiar with Oklahoma, but yeah, it's this site or this town where this was filmed in, just south of the Museum of the Great Plains. So if you know where that's at, you're kind of in the same area as Lawton, Oklahoma. But most like cryptid video footage that you get from what I've seen, they'll say like, "Oh, this was in California." It's like, well, California is big. Where in California was this at? Like, let's get some more information on how to
not just
determine
that,
like the landscape of where this is. You know, I mean,
but a lot of them you'll be like, hey, this was in
Yeah.
California, and then I uploaded it to YouTube. This one has, like I said, TMZ's had this, the news reported on this. So again, they gave this clip, so they know they're going to be scrutinized.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the face when we close up on the face? Does it like?
I mean, I feel like, you know, the species, I don't want to say race of Bigfoots, but the species of Bigfoots, you know what I mean? They're obviously going to all be unique. And when it comes to a face, it looks primate, but not like gorilla or orangutan or anything in particular, like a great ape kind of thing. Chimp. Like, it doesn't look like that, but it looks similar. Like, it could be, it's definitely primate, humanoid type of a creature.
Right, because the like top, like above the lips kind of come out a little bit like you would in a primate.
Yeah.
But the nose looks more human but a little flat, and then the brow looks almost Neanderthal. It's very
caveman, like
Geico
caveman mixed with Jack Link's beef jerky.
The last thing I kind of we begin a lot
and
of that,
and that was another
I don't think it looks like Jack Link's.
I've seen the Jack Link's costume up close and in person.
Yeah, I don't think this looks like the Jack Link's.
I've actually met the guy that's in the costume too.
It's the coloring. You know, most times when I see one that looks fake to me, though, it's like a black. Just it looks like a gorilla.
It's a lot darker.
Yeah. The last thing I kind of want to point out is if you see the hand, the way the hand is done, they don't look like gloves to me. You can it's hard to catch, but you can catch it, and it looks like, and it's grasping something. You know, it's holding something. So I don't know. It seems pretty genuine to me.
Yeah, and like you said, if it's a costume, that was a pricey costume.
They spent a lot of money. Yeah, I'm not saying they didn't, but for this,
and if this comes out as, you know, a total hoax, dude, well, you got it. That was good.
And again, people are always like, why don't we only have a few seconds? We talked about this. We think that
the dude runs
walked up on him. So we talked about that. Would you? We didn't really, but I thought I've talked about this with my wife. Would you run, or would you try to stick around? I don't know. It doesn't look aggressive.
I feel like it would depend on what the next move would be, like what its next move would be.
I think it would genuinely scare you.
Like, I might go, hey, and just see. Just be like, I'm friendly.
If you were to walk up and see that it was
a threat,
bear, for example, you probably wouldn't run. You'd probably try to slowly walk away,
depending on the bear. Yeah.
I wouldn't try to run. I might try to sneak away. I think any animal I walked up on, I wouldn't run. I think the reason you run from this is because, oh shit, am I really seeing what I'm seeing right now? And it would scare most people. I don't know. I'd probably freeze.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
I want more of the backstory. Like, why was this guy in the woods in the first place? If he was just out on a hike, okay. If he was Bigfoot hunting, that's a little bit more, I hate to say it, that's a little bit more suspicious.
I don't think he was.
Like, you found what you were looking for. This video to me seems like a guy who found something he wasn't trying to find.
I agree 100%.
If he was trying to find it, good job. You did it. But the reaction the guy has, because if he was looking, he wouldn't run.
Right.
He'd
Well, you might.
he'd be crouching down.
Watch a lot of ghost videos where they
hiding.
go in there and then get scared to death by the thing I thought they were looking for.
Yeah. The door.
I don't know.
opens.
You guys let us know your thoughts. Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, this feels pretty genuine, but we really, like Matt said, maybe we'll get more information down the road.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear more information, but
Yeah, if this turns out to be like viral marketing for a movie that's coming out, also great job, because now I want to see the movie.
we hate you.
But you've made us all look like fools. I hope it's real. I really do.
Me too. That's kind of how I feel. I hope it's real.
Honestly, if we can figure out the person that filmed this and he wants to come on and talk about it, comment below, dude. Like, we will gladly have you come on and talk about
I'd love
this.
to hear.
Like, we want to know more.
Yep.
So,
guys, like I said, we've got the show proper launches on Halloween, and we've got the introductory show with a couple of clips that we'll be playing 2 weeks before that. We'll probably do a few more of these, and we've got plenty of shorts up. So you can see a couple of our social medias. We're a kind of creepy show on pretty much everything. We have a Facebook group, Instagram. We are on Twitter or X. We are on TikTok as well. So please go follow us on those and drop, like Matt said, drop a comment below. Let us know your thoughts. Do you think this one's real or not? Yeah. And until next time, guys, keep it creepy.